Over the last few seasons of The Real Housewives of Atlanta, fans have been blindsided again and again by the hiring and firing of their favorite peach holders. Nene Leakes, Phaedra Parks, Sheree Whitfield, and Kenya Moore have all had their time on the chopping block, but somehow, Cynthia Bailey has always managed to remain safe. It's Justin Diego back with another Bingeworthy video, and today, let's talk about why Cynthia Bailey is still on The Real Housewives of Atlanta and why this new relationship of hers seems to have everyone talking. Now, before you guys call me messy, please understand that people have been wondering about this question again and again over the last few years as they've struggled with losing some of their favorite housewives. So much so that last year, there was a full-blown petition filed on change.org where fans urged the network to remove Cynthia Bailey from The Real Housewives of Atlanta for good. In that petition, they stated that Cynthia Bailey has been a cast member on The Real Housewives of Atlanta since season 3. And since her involvement with the show, Cynthia has contributed absolutely nothing. Her friendship with Nene Leakes is the only reason that she was on the show. Her husband, Peter Thomas, has always inserted himself in drama involved with the housewives. Cynthia has no backbone, no spunk, or personality. She is a follower and is taking up space that should be filled by an actual housewife with personality in all caps. Cynthia Bailey should not be a part of the cast of Housewives. That was pretty dramatic, whoever did this silly little petition. Now, while this petition is most certainly laughable, it makes you wonder if fans really think that Cynthia Bailey is really that boring. And if so, why has she survived on The Real Housewives of Atlanta all this time?
I can see that you a good girl, like what them good girls like. I'ma give you what you want.
There are two reasons why I believe that Cynthia Bailey is safe. First of all, if I'm being completely honest, sometimes Cynthia Bailey can be a little boring. However, when you have Nene Leakes screaming, "The door is closed," on your left, and then you have Kandi Burruss crying about something else on your right, sometimes for some viewers, Cynthia Bailey can actually be a sigh of relief. This is one of the reasons why Cynthia Bailey just makes sense on The Real Housewives of Atlanta. Additionally, Cynthia's alleged boring persona helps make her advertising friendly. Typically, when we think about Cynthia, we tend to think about motherhood, modeling, entrepreneurship, and relationships. And these are all great for the show. And it's one of the reasons why Cynthia is one of the ones who are most often used for those additional gigs that advertisers pitch to Bravo for The Real Housewives cast members, such as this ad for A Wrinkle in Time.
Do you bring those with you everywhere?
Yes. Don't miss Disney's A Wrinkle in Time in theaters Friday.
So yes, boring is safe, and safe is ad friendly, and advertising is what pays for the show, so Cynthia is in a really great position, and that's why I believe she stuck around for so long. And it's also the reason why I feel like Cynthia will be around literally until she doesn't want to be on Real Housewives of Atlanta anymore. In general, I think that we can all admit that when we see Cynthia in the group, it's not like, "Oh my God, let me share this video," or like, "Oh, I'm not gonna watch." Like, either way, whether we see her there or not, we're good. We're not even that pressed. So in terms of strategy or security, I think that that's almost not even fair. Now, before I go, I have to talk about Cynthia and this new love interest. If you're a fan of Cynthia's, I've got some really good news.
Wouldn't say my name. Told me I should leave you alone.
A few weeks ago, some of my followers started lurking and connecting the dots between Cynthia Bailey and her alleged new bae. At the time, I wasn't really sure if this love interest was really a thing or if these comments between Cynthia and this mystery guy was just an average Instagram crush. Now, a few days ago, Cynthia Bailey has made her relationship Instagram official with her new boyfriend named Michael Hill. First, Mike, who is a TV host with Fox Sports, posted a stunning selfie with Cynthia Bailey, captioning the post, "If you appreciate her, be man enough to admit it." Now, I don't know about y'all, but if my boo thing ever made a post on Instagram and captioned it like that, like I'm like 2 seconds away from walking down the aisle. And he also captioned, "At Cynthia Bailey, thanks for making this trip and my life special." Aww, Bae Goals, right? Cynthia also posted this photo of Mike during a recent visit to her home at Lake Bailey. Now, I am just getting all the feels, and it sounds like Cynthia is about to be the happiest she's ever been now that she has Mike a part of her life. Y'all, this story is still developing, but I am excited to see that he's already met the girls, and you know what that means. It gives me such a sigh of relief, and I feel like if he plays his cards right, and if she plays her cards right, we may just get ourselves another wedding special, and for Cynthia, this will be her third one on Bravo. So, do you guys agree with my thoughts about Cynthia Bailey being safe on the Real Housewives of Atlanta? Or are you still wondering why Cynthia Bailey is still on Housewives anyway? Comment below and let me know. And you better not be under Michael Hill's comments trying to creep and snatch up her bae, because after Peter put her through what she went through, Cynthia deserves this love. Thank you so much for watching this video. I will see you, ladies and gentlemen, on the next one.
It's time to take a little trip. Yeah.